Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. This is our weekly MLB Series preview betting show that we do with Troy West from allplayswin.com. Today is Wednesday, July 2nd, and we're going to take a look ahead to the series for the upcoming weekend. Troy, thanks for being back with us.
Hey, not a problem, Pete. Hey, I'm not much of a bragger, but I do want to do a little bit of it right now. 17 of the last 20 days, Pete, have been winning days at allplayswin.com, including 4-0 again yesterday. We've been on quite the run here to finish out June. Really encourage people to come take a look, Pete. Honest people, great results. You get a full one-stop shop at allplayswin.com.
Well, you know, when you're good, you're good. When you got it, you got it. Nothing wrong with pointing it out. And thanks so much for giving us all the insights into these series. It's these aren't official picks because, of course, we don't know what the lines will be, but they're just general thoughts of upcoming series. And right now, there's three that I want to get your take on from the upcoming weekend. The first one, a little bit of a no-brainer, but no-brainers have been, pretty profitable this year. San Francisco at San Diego. I'm thinking maybe the unders will continue to have a good bet. San Diego, of course, 25 and 54 over-under on the year. Huge under-trender, and they've just been becoming more of an under-trender in June. And San Francisco was an over-trender in June, but, going into San Diego tends to just suck every team under. We saw that with San Diego's recent series with Cincinnati. I'm thinking maybe the unders have good value. Again, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm going to lean under as well, Pete, and I'll go down as officially to say that. Like you said, the San Francisco starting pitching staff, with what Tim Lincecum's even done his last two starts now, going obviously the no-hitter, then he came right back yesterday with 8 innings of shutout ball. This is a darn good pitching staff. If you look at going into that series, you got Matt Cain going, you got Tim Hudson going. We know some of the Padres' young arms have been a lot better. We know it's a hitter's ballpark. The weather's hot. I do like the under as well, Pete. I'll go with unders in that series. I think that's just going to continue. Both teams struggling a little bit with the bats. I like the under as well.
Okay, and then another series that might go under. I'm not exactly sure what I think about it, though. Arizona at Atlanta. Atlanta, of course, has also been a strong under-trender this year. Not as strong as San Diego, but 31 and 48 over-under on the year. So that's obviously a very strong trend. Arizona's also been a slight under-trender this year. And, I think when you put them together in a relatively pitcher-friendly park as, Atlanta, as Turner Field usually is, I think we might get unders. Then again, though, when the weather gets hot in Atlanta, sometimes the lines do start to go over. And also, we don't know what the lines will be. 7.5 and 8 is a lot better for an under than 7. So I'm not exactly sure what the lines will be, what the weather will be like, but I'm leaning towards unders in Arizona at Atlanta. What do you think?
I'm going to go against the grain. I'm actually going to take Atlanta in that series. I hope to goodness they're not overvalued, but this Atlanta team is starting to play better baseball. Pete, another team that I really do like the pitching staff that they've compiled together. You got a lot of overachievers with guys like Aaron Harang. Urban Santana starting to pitch a little bit better. So I'm going to go against it. I'm actually just going to take Atlanta in that series. I think the fact that they're at home going against a 35 and 50 loss team in the Diamondbacks, I think Atlanta ends up taking that series, at least getting 2 out of 3. But again, if they're overvalued with those high lines, I may stay away. But right now, looking at it, I think it's going to be a good series for Atlanta.
All right. Well, yeah, Atlanta does tend to be have very high favorite lines at home, and their offense is not, terribly inspiring. And Arizona has been a profitable team on the road this year. But you still want to go on the official record taking Atlanta or pass?
Yep, I'll go with Atlanta on that.
All right, and I'll go with the unders on it. What the hell? Although, if it's hot weather and low totals, series could easily go over. And then the third series, Cubs at Washington. The Cubs have been a lot better in June. They were actually a profitable team in June, plus 10% ROI in June. So kudos to the Cubs for that. But I think I'm still, in general, pretty down on them. And Washington has been getting their hitters back. They were also profitable in June, plus 12%. And I'm just thinking that Washington's June success is a lot more real than the Cubs' success. I'm thinking we take Washington in the series. What do you think?
I think Washington could be a good bet, but I'm actually going to roll with unders in this series, Pete. If you look at that Friday matchup, you've got Jason Hamill, who's been outstanding, 7-5 with a 2.98 ERA, going against Tanner Roark, 7-5, 2.98. So 2 ERAs under 3 in that Friday matchup. So I really like the unders. If you move into the series, you got Samardzija going against Gio Gonzalez on Saturday. So I just think if you look at the series and the pitching matchups, I think unders are going to be a good bet. I think 2 out of 3 go under in that series. So I'm going to stick with it and go officially on unders in that series. Those lineups, nothing much to speak of, and a lot of good pitching going on in that series.
Yep, that makes some sense to me. The Cubs lineup, of course, very weak, can easily get shut down in any game. All right, that's all I have for the upcoming weekend series. What do you have for us, Troy?
I'm not going to go officially, but Pete, how about them Seattle Mariners? 8 games over 500. If you look at this team, they're dang near underdogs in every one of their matchups. I don't have the exact ROI on it, but this team's hot. This is a team that has made myself and my company a ton of money this year. We're really picking our spots with them. But, man, they've been consistent. And, again, this is another team, now that they just called up Taijuan Walker, this pitching staff is as good as it gets in baseball every single outing, whether you take the under with them if you're selected, or if you just flat out take Seattle. They've been a great bet for us. So, they've taken 2 of 3 so far in Houston. They're going to have the White Sox this weekend. I'm going to like the unders to start off in that series. I think you're going to get some 8.5, and you're going to see some pretty good pitching. So I'm going to go under in that Seattle White Sox series.
Under in Seattle White Sox, but you said it's not official, or do you want to put that on your permanent record?
We'll keep it as a lean, but just for the people and the viewers out there, keep an eye on that. You get Felix Hernandez going again in that series, 10-2 with a 2.10 ERA. The guy's been an underfest every time he pitches, so just keep an eye on that for the viewers out there.
All right, Troy West from AllPlaysWin.com. Congrats on your awesome June in MLB. Thanks so much.